What it do, see son dudes? It's your boy YfgmBlogTv coming straight out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Now let me just say this: game one was a great game. You know, I expected it to be a great game. My prediction was right. The San Antonio Spurs came out and won this game, and you know, I must say that I'm kind of disappointed in a particular player. And you guys know who I'm about to say, LeBron James. You know, I know that his teammates, you know, have not been playing great as of lately, especially in that last series. So he feel like, and I think in his mind, he's feeling like he has to get them involved more first because they can't really create on their own. You know, especially with a injured D Wade, he can't really create on his own like he used to. But you know, my God, for all the comparisons to Jordan to LeBron James, like better or close to Michael Jordan. Let's just nip this out the bud. No, he's not. He's not at all. Just drop it. Just dead it. This is one of the reasons why I say Kobe Bryant is the closest thing to Michael Jordan is because of his will and his drive to win. Not saying LeBron James don't want to win, but in certain moments of the game, particularly in this fourth quarter, LeBron James did not show up once again. He did not show up. Yes, he had a triple-double, but the guy did not show up. I'm not going to say he shrunk, he choked, but he just did not show up. He still wanted to be more passive instead of trying to attack and score buckets. I don't care if Kobe would have threw up 30 shots in the fourth quarter, 20 shots, 15 shots in the quarter. Michael Jordan would have threw up 20, whatever, how many shots in the fourth quarter. The point is, they would have tried. They would have tried when LeBron James was steady driving, kicking it out. And that came to some of the Spurs defense because they played great defense on him in the second half. You know, they cut off a lot of his driving lanes as a team collectively. And Kawhi Leonard, he played his part with his length. He kind of stopped LeBron James from driving for the most part of the game. You know, he got a little steal and everything. But my whole point is the guy just doesn't have it in him, I believe. And this is not hating on LeBron James because he's a hell of a player, you know. And it's not just because I'm a Kobe favorite, you know, Kobe's my favorite player. It's just fact and it's truth. We have seen many of times where this dude in the fourth quarter, he kind of vanishes. Like he don't take over. He don't post up. He don't do certain things that you expect him to do. And I know you Miami Heat fans, you guys have to see this. I know right now you guys are probably pissed and probably wondering, why did LeBron James only have 6 points? I think he went, let me check real quick. Let me see. Kawhi Leonard, he ended up guarding LeBron James on 6 of his 7 second half field goal attempts. And he was held to 2 of 8 shooting and 4 points overall in the game. So I think that was around the fourth quarter. So, you know, that just lets you know right there that this guy, he still has that I want to get everybody else involved mentality. And in certain points where you just can't be like that. You know, you just can't. Even if their defense is playing great, you still have to go at it. I mean, like I said, Kobe, Michael Jordan, they would have still continued to go at it no matter what. You know, but that's just LeBron James' mindset. He want to get everybody involved, and that's cool. Like on, for instance, that one play, LeBron James. I don't even know how much time was left, but it was in the fourth quarter. LeBron James dribbling. Tim Duncan is the only one right there. Now I'm thinking in my head, LeBron James was about to, you know, go at him or either, you know, pull up. What did he do? He throws it out to Chris Bosh for a 3-point shot. Like what? You telling me you can't take Tim Duncan? You can't even get him in foul trouble? What? That shocked me. That shocked me. Of course, I picked the Spurs to win this series, and from what I seen just from game one, they probably will win this series because I feel like Miami Heat, they came out looking like a great team. That 27 winning streak team. The 3-point shooters was knocking down shots. They was playing good defense. Everybody was just helping out. Chris Bosh, D Wade, everybody was just playing great. So, and the Spurs, on the other hand, they started off a nice little first burst start, but then they looked kind of sloppy. You know, they looked like they was the team that had the most rest. But once Greg Popovich, that's why he's a great coach, got everybody settled down, and Tony Parker got everybody settled down. They managed to, you know, keep up with the Miami Heat. They managed to play the Miami Heat very well. And this is why I feel like I don't know what else the Miami Heat will be able to do because they're still getting out rebounding and stuff. Like, I just don't know what else they're going to be able to do. The Spurs have seen what Miami Heat can do at their highest. You know, they have seen it. So Miami Heat need to be scared of the Spurs for the simple fact that When the Spurs got into gear and got into motion, everything was smooth. They only had 4 turnovers. 4 turnovers. 4 with Tony Parker out the game. So that right there lets you guys know that this is a very, very experienced team. They're solid. They sound on defense. They're sound on offense. And they can play with the Miami Heat. Now, honestly, I don't know what else this man LeBron James can do. Because to be honest with you, it looked like they got tired in that fourth quarter. It looked like they got tired. And that could be because, like I told people, they ain't had no rest. And they're not going to get no rest. They get they get Friday off and Saturday off. Then they back at it Sunday. And then after Sunday, they get one day off. Then they back at it in San Antonio. So those guys are not going to get a break. And with Dwayne Wade's injury, it's going to be tough. And speaking of Dwayne Wade, he had a great first half. Looking great. Looking sharp. Still has some moments where it looked like you could tell he's hurt. Because some moments I felt like he could have, older Wade, younger Wade would have boomed it. You know. But he couldn't. What happened in the second half? Spurs defense stepped it up. They just stepped it up. You know. Let's see. The Heat shot 9 of 15, 60% with 21 points on drives to the basket when the driver shot, in this game. But went 3 of 12, 25% with 7 points on drives and kicks. The Spurs end up forced more passes on drives in the second half, with the Heat passing on 53% of their drives, 42% in the first half. So that just lets you know the Spurs kicked it up on defense. They adjusted. They found out what they should do. They didn't necessarily have to double team LeBron James. Just clog up that paint and just rush out to their 3-point shooters. And I think that's something that Pop will adjust even more, because a lot of the shots, they was open. They was open a lot. A lot of the 3-point shooters, they were open a lot. You know, but I think he can deal with that than having LeBron James dominate you in the paint. Because let's just be honest, let's be real. It's not going to be no other player on the Miami Heat team that can dominate, in the paint. Chris Bosh don't do it. I'm sorry. Chris Bosh is just a jump shooting power forward. He is not going to go in the post. He did one move, but that was it. He's going to continue to shoot jump shots. He's going to continue to shoot threes. And I don't know if that's because that's Eric Spoel's system. That's just how he do it. That's just how he run his plays. But I tell you what, the Spurs just showed that their veteran, their leadership, and their experience, and their players. I keep telling people, they have a better team than the Miami Heat. Honestly, the Spurs should have won more, but for a moment, they start missing a lot of their threes that they was normally making. Now, Danny Green, he made the majority of them. And let's not count out the greatness of Tony Parker as far as setting players up, running the pick and roll right, just running the offense, just dictating what the defense is going to do. I mean, this dude was playing great basketball, Same way for Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan, first half, he started off shaky. Third quarter, what did he do? Score 12 points. What do you do? Continue to dominate in the inside. Get rebounds. Ended the game 20 and 15 or 20 and 14. Like, you can't. Listen, like I told people, when your one player has to get all the rebounds, you're not going to win. If LeBron James every night has to get out here, play offense, play defense, grab rebounds, they're not going to win. They're not going to win. Birdman can't get you rebounds. Joel Anthony can't get you rebounds. Haslam can't get you rebounds. Bosh can't get you rebounds. This dude only averaged, he got 5 rebounds, and he's 6'11". Tim Duncan is 6'11". He had 9 in the first half, I believe. Like, I'm sorry, but the Heat is a good team, but I don't know. I don't know what else they can do, because I think they gave it all to the Spurs this game. Spurs have seen it all, And let's get one thing straight. Miami Heat, they're not a running gun team. I keep telling people that. They keep telling people, they should run up and down. That's not their team. They do that on fast breaks. And that's what Pop was talking about in the first half. They have to get back better on transition defense. And that's what they did in the second half. The transition defense was better. 3-point shooting went cold in the second half. So, I don't know, man. Your boy, everybody's favorite LeBron James, he's going to have to really, and even Magic Johnson said this, he can try to go out here and get 30-something points, but that is not going to help. And like Magic said, he don't think that he will be able to do that every game, for the simple fact that, let's be honest, you get fatigued. You get tired. They ain't had no rest. Even though this is the NBA Finals. But if those other big two who getting paid 100-something million or whatever don't step up, then it's not going to matter. It's just not going to matter at the end of the day. And the leadership of Tony Parker and Duncan them got the job done at the end of the day. And with the help of Kawhi Leonard, Ginobili, and some other guys off the bench, they played well. And Tony Parker played clutch basketball towards the end of the game, especially with that last shot play. That was just crazy. This dude managed to dribble and not travel and still get the ball off before the shot clock went out. And LeBron and those guys was on him, smothering him. That's just clutchness, man. And a lot of people probably going to say, well, they're going to throw LeBron James on him. Like I keep telling people, do that all you want. But that's not going to be a great idea because he can easily get in there and kick it out. And LeBron James will have to expand more energy because Tony Parker is not a slow guard. And he don't turn the ball over. Tony Parker still can get points with LeBron on him because his craftiness, his ability to get to the rim, his ability to pass it out to the open player. That's going to free up Kawhi Leonard, like I said, at the end of the day. And we saw what Tim Duncan do. He abused them bigs. And I know this is just one game, but this could be a preview of the Heat losing because at the end of the day, Popovich got the blueprint of the Miami Heat. He's one of the greatest coaches in the NBA. Now, this is game one. Miami Heat, from what I see, after game ones, they usually win they usually win the next game and win the series. Like I told people, this is not the Indiana Pacers. This is an experienced team who have been there. They have 3 veteran players who have been there and know how to win. And they have a coach that knows how to win. Even though they won, I guarantee you Popovich is making adjustments right now. I guarantee it. He did everything they could do. Only thing they didn't do was LeBron just didn't shoot a lot. He just didn't shoot a lot. He did not shoot a lot in the fourth quarter, and that could have been because, like I said, the defense and just him, not being able to get to the paint, so he just was kicking it out. Now, when the big 3 down the playoffs, let's see, starting from the conference finals in 2011 against the Bulls, they won 4 games to 1. Thunder in 2012 in the finals, they won 4 games to 1. 2013 conference semifinals, they won 4 games to 1. Spurs, we have to wait and see. But honestly, I don't think they're going to win this series. I said it already, And a lot of people say, oh, this is the revenge series. This is the revenge series. It doesn't matter. You think the Spurs ain't going to try to win? And like I said, Dwayne Wade, he scored 17 points for the Heat, but he was pretty much shut out in the fourth quarter. He didn't get nothing going. Chris Bosh only had 2 of his 13 points in the final game. And at one point, LeBron James, he shot an air ball on a 3-pointer on his first shot attempt, and then was soon back to step in front of him. Whatever, I can't even remember what the hell I was about to say. But San Antonio, they handled everything Miami did right, and they only shot 42% from the field. So, hey, I don't know, man. I don't know. Even Wade said, quote, I thought we were a little fatigued, honestly, in the fourth quarter, Wade said. Looking around, we looked like a team that came off 7-game series, Miami, they outshot and out-rebounded San Antonio in the first half, yet only led 52-49. The Heat, they pretty much, they stayed ahead until Parker free throws gave San Antonio 77-76 edge with 47 seconds remaining. I just feel like, honestly, it changed when Tony Parker did that spin move and laid it up. That was so pretty, And Danny Green, he helped out a lot shooting 3-pointers. Now throughout all this, LeBron James, he had a triple-double. He's this is his 3rd triple-double in the NBA Finals. He's moving up the list. Magic Johnson has 8, so he got a long way to go. Now the Heat, they have won 10 consecutive games following a loss. They haven't dropped 2 straight since January 8th and 10th. Now, like I said, this is a different team. This is not the Pacers. So who knows? Miami can come out and lose game 2. You just never know. They're going to make adjustments. Spurs are going to make adjustments. But, hey, we just have to wait and see. Hey, just have to wait and see what happens. But You know, hey, they play a great game, man. They didn't play a great shooting game, Spurs, but they did what they were supposed to do. You know, everybody contributed on that team, even off the bench. Heat, and this is why I say the Heat gave they gave the Spurs everything they could give them because the bench, I think in the first half they scored 20 points. So what else is you going to expect from this team? Tim Duncan had 20 points, 14 rebounds, 8 of 19 from the field, three block shots. Kawhi had 10 points, 3 for 9. Splitter had 7. Um, Parker had 21 points, 9 of 18. Danny Green had 12 points, 4 of 19. Ginobili had 13. Gary Neal had 7. Boris Diaw had 2. Now, I thought they was going to probably play T-Mac, but they may not. But I still feel he will be that X factor off the bench besides Ginobili to spark them. Because let's not forget who T-Mac is. The dude, we know he was a scorer. He can shoot that thing. But anyway, they shot 41% from the field, 30% from the three-point line, 83% from the free throw line, 37 rebounds, 16 assists, 4 turnovers, 40 points in the paint, 4 points fast break. Haslam had 2 points. LeBron had 18 points, 7 to 16, 18 rebounds, 10 assists. Bosh had 13 points, 6 to 16. Chalmers had 8 points. Dwayne Wade had 17 points, 7 to 15. Chris Anderson had 7 points. Ray Allen had 13 points. Norris Cole had 5. Mike Miller had 5, and that's about it. So you don't get a lot of production off the Miami Heat's bench for real. If the threes are not falling from those guys, it's over. They shot 43% from the field, 32% from the three-point line, 70% from the free throw line, 46 rebounds, 20 assists, 8 turnovers, 34 points in the paint, 9 fast break. So they actually out-rebounded the San Antonio Spurs. My bad, you know. Um, Hey man, I don't know what's gonna happen in game 2. I don't know if they're gonna throw LeBron James on Tony Parker, but like I said, at the end of the day, that's not really gonna matter. It's just not. He's not a turnover guy, and his quickness and his craftiness, he's gonna be able to do things. Okay. Now, as far as the Miami Heat, I don't know what else they can do. To be honest with you, I don't think I can play defense like they played. LeBron's gonna have to do more in the fourth quarter. I mean, even if he's missing, he just still gonna have to shoot. At the end of the day, because they're gonna need him. But if not, they're going to be going home. Um, what can you say? What else can I say? But yeah, man, this is why I tell people just stop the comparisons, man. Stop comparing Kobe, LeBron to Kobe, LeBron to Michael Jordan. Just stop doing it, man. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, you know, Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, those guys in the fourth quarter, whether Kobe jacked up a lot of shots, he would have made them. He would have started shooting them regardless. At the end of the day, those two guys would have continued to attack and score, especially with the game being close. It's not like it was a blowout. Okay, it wasn't a blowout. But anyway, guys, I don't know if you're gonna watch this video. It's long as hell. Um, Final score of this game was 92-88. Spurs take game 1. They're usually team who win game 1. They usually go on to win the finals. But we know last year what happened. OKC lost, but this is a different team in the Spurs who are trying to get another ring, and they know they was not scared. They know they can beat the Heat, and hey, we're gonna see what happens. I'm rooting for them. I hope they do it. I'm not a LeBron hater. I love LeBron. I love me some D Wade. D Wade is my 3rd favorite shooting guard of all time, behind Kobe Bryant and MJ. But we just have to see. But yeah, man. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Facebook. Check out my previous videos. Comment, subscribe, favorite, like, please. Tell me what you thought about the game. And doses, man. Oh, go to thatpip.com, livemixtapes.com, and download MGM Grand by CJ De Niro. And Tony Parker. Let me just say this, man. Tony Parker, goddammit, he is the best point guard in the NBA. He needs to get his credit. He needs to get his credit. But anyway, guys, I'm out of here. This video is already like 19 minutes. I hope you guys really watch it just to see my thoughts about the game. And yes, it's not going to be no highlights, but hey, I hope you guys still watch regardless at the end of the day. And go Spurs, man. Let's just see what happens. I hope they can do it. Deuces.